And welcome back. We are here in Alaska, and we've been spending a couple days here and wanted to share with you guys our experience when it comes to booking anything out here in Alaska. It doesn't matter if you're in Juneau, it doesn't matter if you're in Anchorage, it doesn't matter if you're in Fairbanks. Wherever you are, you're going to want to know you have the best options possible to book stuff. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start with this. So first off, I'm gonna leave all the links in the description below of some of the best places that we've experienced, and some of them, well, I probably won't mention their names, but if you don't see their links in the description below, is because I probably don't want to say anything bad about them either. So, but yeah, so the first one, and I got my best friend up here in front of me, so he's probably gonna have to help me out with this, because I'll forget a couple of them. It's the first one that we absolutely love is the gohikealaska, I think it was.
No, gohikealaska.
Go hike, no, not go hike. Go hike is a good one, but Greatlands, Alaska. I'm gonna order them from the best, and I don't want to say the worst, but I all of them I recommend, but the first one is definitely the best. These guys were great. They have this reservation. So we were actually out in Fairbanks, and we had some cloudy days, and it did clear up. We had a couple clear days, and it was a tint of green of the Northern Lights, like a really faded pastel, which wasn't great at all. But what I like about this company, though, is it's a $20 reservation fee. It's literally $20, non-refundable. You reserve your seat. And what happens is they call you like between 3 and 5 and tell you how the conditions are and if it's worth coming out or not. Now, if they say, hey, it's not worth it, do you still want to come? You make that choice. If they say, hey, we have a really good chance of coming out, again, you make that choice. Once you say yes, it's about $280 approximately. And yeah, and then you go and they take you anywhere from 30 minutes to about 3 hours outside of Anchorage. And the driver that we had was great. They had all the apps, all the stuff that you could see and everything. He was calling the home base, calling his boss, and he got to see, he said, I think we were either the 8th or the 9th tour that we got to see some red and orange within these lights. Normally you get green, and green will fade into like a purple within the lights. And when you get that mix of red and orange, which is extremely rare, now you start seeing rainbow colors. So we got extremely lucky. And I got to tell you guys, extremely lucky that we got to see that. And we didn't just see the Northern Lights once. We stopped, and he said it's a little bit too early, and guess what? Boom, we saw him right away. We started driving back a little bit, and then all of a sudden we were surrounded by the lights everywhere. This is cool. I have no idea what this is, but check that out. Looks like 2 giant teeth, could be like from a whale or a saber tooth. I don't want to find out. But really good. Now the second one we didn't mention earlier. Juan mentioned over here. Go hike,
yeah, gohikealaska or something like that.
gohikealaska. They're really good. We had our best tour guide there that took us to the Matanuska Glacier. And you guys will, if you guys missed my video, just kind of go back to my videos and you guys will see what I'm talking about, because I had a whole day planned on this stuff, and these guys took care of everything. Like, it was really good. We did a city tour, did a couple things with this company, just some really good stuff, and very informative, and they take care of you guys really, really well. So make sure you guys do check them out. They have, and again, everything that we're talking about, this isn't the only thing they do. You could do some dog mushing, snowmobile, snow machine, or whatever you want to call it. The Northern Lights, Chino Hot Springs, a lot of stuff. Now, the next thing that I do want to recommend is Viator. Now, this one's a 50-50. The thing about Viator, and the reason why I'm saying go to those other 2 websites first, is because Viator might be a little bit more expensive than the other websites. Good thing about the websites is it's all there. You just search whatever you want, and everything that you want, all the information is going to be on that website. You book it, and you have like, I think you could cancel up to 24 hours before your actual experience without being charged. So read the fine print before you actually book. But it's actually pretty nice. Viator has been great, but again, you're going to pay a little bit more. And the downside of it is you might get a company that you might not like. Now, there are some companies out here, especially in Anchorage and in Fairbanks, that will charge you double than some of the ones that we just mentioned. And they kind of don't show you everything that our guys did. They kind of like skip, they kind of skip corners a little bit, which again, big shout out to our guys for giving us the extra attention and the extra information on everything that we saw. And it's not like the other tour guides told us like, oh, those guys suck compared to us. It's, we kind of saw it. Like, we stopped and they're like, oh, let's go check out this bear. And we saw the other guys, again, we're not going to mention names. We saw the other guys and they kind of pulled up and then just kept going. Our guy was like, stopped. He's like, hold on a second, guys. Let me go look outside real quick. He jumps outside in the freezing cold, looks out there, sees the bear, waves us over, says, come down, the bear's here. We all piled out. Saw a cool bear. Saw golden eagle, bald eagle, all kinds of eagles. Saw all kinds of stuff out here. So yeah, when you do your research, take your time. The other thing with Juneau, if you guys don't know, winter edition, this is a lot of this stuff you could do it for summer or for winter. But when it comes to winter, just keep in mind, almost everything is going to be closed. All the excursions for boats, closed. All the lifts for the skiing, closed. So if you want to go skiing, they're only open on certain days for a very specific area. So just do your research on that before you book anything. And then make sure you read the fine print on any kind of refunds. Oh, which reminds me, that $20 reserve your seat for the Northern Lights is a non-refundable. Is just to make sure your seat is guaranteed. But if you decide not to go, then you forfeit your $20, which I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine, like booking a couple days, 2-3 days, and saying, here, you know, for me and my friend, here's $40 or here's $80, whatever. And if we're good, we're good. And if we're not, then, you know, we don't have to pay the 200 and something bucks each and every single night. So yeah, lots of perks. Read the fine print. Wanted to give you guys all the information before you guys start booking. We're at the Native Heritage Museum right now here in Anchorage. Some cool stuff. So yeah. You want to add anything to it? Like, do you have anything you want?
No, just, I mean, those companies that you named, were great. I mean, very knowledgeable. Like what he said, they go out of the way to make sure that you get the best experience, right? We did see a lot of those other companies that he won't mention that just kind of kept going. And we're like, oh, why are they going? You know, so great company, reasonable prices for sure compared to the other ones. But no, big shout out to those guys for sure.
Yeah, cool. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other. See you guys in the next one. Peace.